Hello, I'm Hal Ottaway with the Wichita Postcard Club, and it's time once again for a postcard of the week. And this week, I'm looking forward to our March 1st Wichita Postcard Club meeting. This is a monthly meeting that we have for all of our members and friends. You don't have to be a member to attend this wonderful presentation that we have every month. We've been doing these for I think 2 or 3 years now. So we have quite a stack of them that we've been enjoying doing and recording and hearing these friends. Today, I want to introduce you to Ann Ross. She lives in California. We're delighted to have her talking or speaking about. I'm going to let Ann go ahead and tell us about it, what it is.
Hi, yeah. I'm here to introduce you to some interesting details about the Billy Possum postcards, which you all may be familiar with. During the golden age of postcards, two stuffed animals, Billy Possum and the teddy bear, became part of an American political campaign that had racist undertones. A good way to think about it from our standpoint, 100 years later, is to imagine the teddy bear in the role of the beloved Beatles and Billy Possum in the role of the upstart Monkees. The teddy bear, like the Beatles, rose to fame naturally, but Billy Possum, like the Monkees, who were created by record company executives, they were the result of what is traditionally described as a ruthless marketing plan. Billy Possum was deliberately created like the Monkees were. And in my research, I wondered, is this really true? I'm a great one for always questioning things. The battle that arose between the teddy bear and Billy Possum was fueled by a presidential endorsement, a creative, what I'm calling a creative, instead of using the word ruthless, marketing campaign and postcards. The postcard that I'm going to use for our focus this week for Postcard of the Week is a card by the Midwestern political cartoonist named Arthur Crichton, who went by the nickname Crite. He created a set of 12 postcards, and this postcard called Good Eating shows the conflict between the teddy bear and Billy Possum. I consider this postcard the last in the series of 12, and they were all brightly colored, and they were published by the HSV Publishing Company, and they were copyrighted in 1909 by a man named Ulrich. These cards were, I think, of all the Billy Possum postcards, these were the most attractive, and they appealed both to children and to adults. You'll see in this presentation that the Billy Possum postcards, they progress from really rapidly sketched, crude cards where the artist doesn't really know what a possum looks like, to these cards and a few others where the artist is obviously well acquainted with what a possum looks like. In my presentation, you'll see not only these cards, but other rare Billy Possum postcards, including the first card that is quite rare, where Billy Possum appeared. This was a card by the artist Louis Gregg, who was a cartoonist for the Atlanta Constitution. He published a sketch of Billy Possum and Teddy and the teddy bear. Both eventually became mascots. The teddy bear, obviously, as many of you know, for Teddy Roosevelt, and Billy Possum became a mascot for William Howard Taft, who was running to be Roosevelt's successor in 1908 and 1909. So most of these cards come from 1909. In my presentation, I'll cover the social history behind the Billy Possum craze. How did Billy Possum go from being a stuffed animal that we talked about earlier, cartoon sketch, to a stuffed animal and then to a postcard? How did that happen? What did a political banquet have to do with Billy Possum? Who masterminded this marketing campaign of Billy Possum stuffed animals? And then there were postcards. How did that all come about? And I'll correct a misconception about that. And you'll also find out, what does racism have to do with all of this? There's a racist undertone to some of these cards. Finally, we'll explore who won the battle. Was it the possum or the bear? The political battle, the battle between the stuffed animals, and who won it and why. So
Great,
I
great.
hope, if this piques your interest, I hope you'll join me for my presentation on March 1st.
There we go. March 1st at 1:45 Central Time. Set your dials and your clocks just right, and we'll see you this coming Saturday. Take care, and thank you for being here today, and thank you, Anne, for joining us.
Oh, you're welcome.
Bye bye.